Hello. Having some issues. Hang on one second. There you go. The stream just did not want to stream. Welcome back, everybody, to a dead streamer here on the Because of Me Network. Hope you're doing well today. And we're continuing a new season. Yes. So we have a new season coming up. We just finished game 38. And as you can see, we finished a respectable 7th. However, if we won the last game, we would have finished 5th. So I think we're okay. You know, I'm laughing at the bottom 2, not so much for that one. Leicester's not bad, but Stoke and QPR. Haha. Okay. So, how did our season look? We won 20, lost 12, drew 6. And it's that one last draw that made it hurt for us. So, yeah, we got a lot of work to do this summer. Okay, so yeah, we got to do the Fallout. Can't remember who picked up an injury, but oh well. So, we are entering pre-season. There might be... So, here we go. Let's play as Player of the Year. Diego Costa wins top goal scorer. Hazard... So these are just all the awards. Liverpool have sacked Brendan Rodgers. Gilfie Sigurdsson made Team of the Year. That's nice. Liverpool sacked Rodgers. Sunderland have sacked Jacket. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah. So, let's speak to Williams. If you don't mind asking your opinion how the lads' morale is at the moment. Players are really content at the moment. They're happy both on and off the pitch. Okay. So, let's do a team meeting. I hate team meetings. Respectable position next time around. Okay, good. They want the same thing I want. So, preseason. I'm going to do a 6-week preseason. So, we're going to upgrade the training facilities. Okay. We just got 15 million prize money, so I think 4 million a year is not, you know. Loan players to return. Now we're gonna have to do a lot of surgery. Speak to Norton. Told him that he won't get as many first team opportunities, but he won't. He won't. There are times where I've sold Norton to Liverpool, and he's languishing in the reserves by 3 months. You know. So we got a tournament coming up. Squad's on holiday. Now, I think we're out of Europe, right? I think we're out of the running for Europe. But if Arsenal and Spurs both win the Champions League and the Europa League respectively, would we get in? Especially with the FA Cup winners being... We might still qualify for Europe. I did not realize that. So let us hope and pray that happens. No, Newcastle won the FA Cup. Dang it. Okay. I haven't decided who or what that we're going with. Excuse me. Okay, Swansea contract set to expire in the next month. All of them are going. Yeah, all of them are out, and these youth players hit with the tax bill. Oof, we've only got 18 million to spend. It's alright. I'm gonna make up some money with some sales. So if Arsenal won that FA Cup, so we told Williams that he can leave. He didn't have a good second half of last season. So, okay, let's... So I've just told Benitez to not come after Kyle Walker. So we're in June. The transfer window starts here. Marley Watkins. Never heard of him. Alright. Okay, seeing as the transfer window was about to open, Carl Naughton's wanted Fabian's. Okay. Leon Britton didn't play that well. Not ready. Not needed. Pedro Obiang. Okay, so Leon Britton is definitely going to be leaving. Marvin Emness. Not needed. Okay. Southampton and Villa and West Brom. Really? Okay. I want Jürgen Locadia. I have to. Okay, cool. I want Jürgen Locadia. Oh, I think I can do that. Okay, cool. All right. Messi won Best Player in Europe. Roma with the Champions Cup. Wenger is gone. Reed going up to the senior squad. Bettinelli. Senior squad. George Cooper. Senior squad. Lewis Reese Thomas. Senior squad. Alice Serrano. Senior squad. Modo Barrow. Not needed. Okay. So a little bit of housekeeping real quick before the 9th. This will come in very, very handy next season. Okay. So Liverpool are coming around. Kyle Norton. Okay, so we got 15 million left. I gotta be smart. I gotta sign. I got a couple of players that need to leave, but once I get transfer fees in for those. England, hammer Iran. Let's compile some match reports. Who's the third person? Get Kyle Norton a new contract. So I can drop it down to 37. Good deal. Oh, the Ashley Williams is okay. So they were unhappy, and I just talked them into being happy. Basically, Everton wanted to pay the cheap for him. I said how much it is. It's very, very simple. Ryan Babel. He wanted by. Okay. West Ham going back in for Carl Jenkinson. Okay. So we got 45 days till our next fixture. We've already got one guy in. And for the record, I didn't reject the bid. It was the director of football who did. Hennenberg is Arsenal manager. It'd be a good deal, but I can't afford him. At least not right this second. Alright. Everybody wants my players, man. They don't want the players I want to get rid of. They want the players I want to keep. Which, if I had European football, it'd be easy for me to keep them. Checkers with 9 million and they offered 8. Alright. So we got 40 days till our next game. Alright. I gotta do another deal. I need a defender. Actually, I don't need a defender. I've got my striker. I need a central midfielder. Okay, yeah. Not getting them. However, this guy 3.16 million. Okay, cool. Alright, I think I'm going to need a right back. No, I don't need a right back. I don't need a left back either. I think I'm happy with my setup defensively. So I've got to get a goalkeeper. Somebody who will challenge Fabianski to allow me to send Bettinelli out on loan again. No. Okay. I'm waiting until this deal goes through. And then getting rid of some players. Also some Bernard. Okay. Okay, so we've had a good month. Month 1 of preseason is done. We fought a tooth and nail to keep some players. And now we're having a hard time getting rid of some players. Okay. Middlesbrough went down. Nathan Dyer, Player of the Year. I have no idea why that wouldn't be Nathan Dyer. We're going for 5th. All right. Hull want Van Dijk. All right. New season begins. We squeezed a little more but the wage budget and a little more out of the, you know. Let's check the dates on some of these expired contracts. Ashley Richards, I'll see to the end of the season whether or not he needs a new contract or not. Stephen Kingsley didn't get a chance last season because of how well the other players in his position were playing. But man, that injury crisis last season. Could lose Ludic and Glasgow here in a minute. We offered him a new contract. Alright, preseason team meeting. He snubbed Tottenham. No, I signed him a new contract for no reason. Okay, this is the point of no return for a lot of players. Okay. Alright, let's look at what I've got here. This and I wanted by Everton. Not a chance. Fernandez. So basically all of my players are wanted by like a bunch of everybody. Oh, we moved to 26 in the rich list. Nice. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, let's loan out some of these guys. for loan. Michu's back. Michu wasn't very good in this game. Okay, so reject. Not Romania. I'm looking for the player. Not the agent, the player. That's all I've got. No, not a chance. If they want him, come get him. So. Well, Mr. Ward, I don't think you can buy older versions of Football Manager now. Unless they had the physical DVD, physical media. Because I tried to buy 24 before it was free. I tried to buy 24 on not 24, 23, excuse me, FM23, and it wasn't available. So Pedro Obing is gone. Oh, Michael Carrick, Tom Cleverley, Artur Boruc. We need a goalkeeper. We need a goalkeeper. Okay. But we need to get rid of some players first. Just for loan. No status set. So these guys are going to go. He's valued at 2 million. Let's put him for 5 million and see if we get a nibble. Fabianski is a great goalkeeper in this game. Yeah, I think the only way you're going to be able to get 14, 15, or 16 is if you buy the disc. So you can buy a disc tray for, I don't know, about 20, 30 quid, 15, 30 quid, something like that. That's a USB. I've got one here, like on my desk somewhere, right here, that I play some of my older games with. We've been here nearly 45 minutes and I've yet to have a game yet. But I've got 2 signings that I wanted. And I'm just trying to get rid of players that I don't need. Reed set to go to Coventry. Good deal. I am going to need a new goalkeeper, though. Yeah, when it comes to the CD thing, I bought mine when I got my computer last year. Like, I bought the computer, I bought hard drive dock because I had hard drives that I needed to get stuff off. I bought a CD drive because I've got tons of music and backups of stuff that I want to keep. So I'm gonna have to go through all these old CDs and see if I can keep stuff. Okay. Goalkeeper Tom. Scouted. Goalkeeper. Asmir Bergovic wants to leave the club due to the club getting relegated. Well, oh dear, oh dear. See, I don't want to drop Fabianski, so let's look for a goalkeeper that's 21. Okay. All known players. Goalkeeper age is at most 21. Value, let's see if I can find someone. Jordan Pickford. Okay. Bryce Samba. Okay. So that might mean I might keep Michu. So I am going to need a defender. Okay, I got rid of Tyler Blackett. I know that sounds like harsh, but I don't think he was getting in the team this season. Yeah, I can understand Leverkusen, Fiorentina, and Napoli, but Hull, that'd be a severe backward step. Alright. Continue. So I'm going to need a defender and I'm going to need a goalkeeper. Bovilt is up there. It's got a little bit of work to do, but, you know. No, I don't need a new starting keeper. I need a good backup, because all I've got is Gregor Zabret, and I need to get a central defender, a young central defender. I might bring in Jordan Pickford, but no, I'm not going to do that. Let's see Samba. Okay. Backroom meeting. I haven't done one of these in a while. Okay. Start training. Start training. Scout these guys. Scout these guys. Dismiss advice. Liam Shepherd for loan. Dismiss advice. Offer Gylfi a new contract. Who is going to blow our wage? $30 million. Okay. Oh, that blows our wage bill out of the water, so Michu has to go. Because the last thing I want is to have an injury crisis with Fabianski injured, and I can't recall. You know. So, Gregor Zabret, loan status, unavailable for loan right now. So, sorry. I should have secured the goalkeeper before letting Bettinelli leave, really, shouldn't I? Britain, Michu, Emnus. See if I can get as much money from these guys as I can. That'll be money off the wage bill. Okay, come on. Britain's leaving. Caballero, I think he's out. He's a little out of my league. Let me check. Yeah, see, he's still at City. And he's not going to come play backup for Fabianski. Let's see who else is out there. Jed Steer. Let's get a scout report on Jed Steer. They've only got one goalkeeper, so they're not going to let Jason Steele leave. They're not going to let Courtois is not going to. Courtois Czech are not going to come play backup for Fabianski. Could look at Wayne Hennessy. He might come and be a good backup. They just signed Gazaniga. Harper's too old. They've got the Stuart Taylor. Emi Martinez, not good enough. I don't think so. Hang on. Those numbers. The Stuart Taylor must be around 800. He must be. Let's give him a trial. Let's see what I can get from him. But Martinez was backup for the backup at Arsenal because they had what's his name, Ospina and Chesney. So Martinez was third choice in the reserves. See, up until Football Manager 20, nobody really rated Martinez. In fact, up until 2020, nobody rated Martinez because he had some really bad and shocking loan spells. Like, he couldn't get in the Reading team. And that was a mid-table, okay. Steer might be a good choice. Hennessy. No, the Manoni was at Sunderland. See, all the Arsenal goalkeepers of this era all had the same problem. They were coached by the same people. When Fabianski went away to Swansea, he showed just how good of a goalkeeper he was. Like, he had a 10-game bad reputation because of, he was trained by a clown, for lack of a better term. Arsenal fans call him Jerry the Clown. Alright, let's see if I can sneak in Wayne Hennessy with 3 million. 3.5 million. Yes, okay, I got Hennessy. Good. Let's see if he'll want to come in. He wants first team. I'm offering him rotation. Alright, he can fight it out. He's going to start on the bench, though. Britain goes to Leeds. Sorry, Liam. I remember one season Arsenal played 5 goalkeepers in one season. It was Manoni, Fabianski, Chesney, Almunia, and Jens Lehmann. Butland, well, I've signed Hennessy now. But Butland would have been a good option. If I didn't hate Stoke, and Stoke didn't hit me in the game. So, they'd give me a surcharge. Sigurdsson just signed a new deal. Okay, we're getting ready to some football. And Martinez is coming in on trial. Okay, Martinez has potential to be a good player. So if Hennessy doesn't work out, hang on. Speak to Dyer. I don't think he had as much football as Everton is. Okay. Well, they gotta accept my 100 million for you. Because I'm not selling you for a penny less. So I want to see Emiliano Martinez get some action. Because I don't want it to be Thomas Dyer. I thought it said Dyer then. We only got a couple more days. Okay, so this is the goalkeeper sorted out. Now, I know who I want as my defensive signing. But I've got to sell another player first. Okay, he's 22. He's defender central. And he's... and his nationality is Austrian. Huh, not in here. There he is, right there. Oh, he already signed for someone else. Dang it, I missed out on him. Okay, not to worry. IX. Heerenveen. Ooh. Ooh, there's a player I could look into. Mikey van der Horn. No, Kenny Odeberger. Get a scout report on him. It's a summer turmoil. Yeah, he joined a couple of summers later and stayed for a while until he didn't. So I think he left on a free, but he's not as good as Kenny Odeberger for this one. So let's get a coach report on him. Excuse me 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. As soon as he had interest, he wanted out. So, you know. All right, I'm gonna put in a bid. I don't think I can actually. Okay. All right, let's put in a bid for. Let's put in a sign. Let's bring in Amy Martinez. And what did the report say? 2 million. So let's offer 1.5. Perfect. No, I'm not sounding rough. I just got just had to sneeze. My throat's a little dry though, so let me get something to drink on that one. George Jesus, the last person I want to send Fernandez to. If I can keep in my team, if I can keep Nathan Dyer, Gylfi Sigurdsson, and Virgil van Dijk, I think I've had a successful summer. So I don't know if I can keep him or not. You know, so we got a couple more days to go. Scout the Swiss Super League. Zurich beat Basel. That's a season I'd like to see. Some transfers right there. Some heavy hitters. I signed Kevin Volland on Football Manager 2020 for an Arsenal save I was doing, and he was terrible. He was absolutely disgustingly bad. All right. So let's give our new players some numbers. On a brawl, clear numbers. Okay, so let's see. Gregor Zabret is going to get the number 24 jersey. Bo Vilters will get the number 30. Jurgen Locadia will get the 14. Elvis Manu is 32. Emnus gets 33. I still can't believe Emnus on this game. Michu got 21. Hennessy will get 15. And he will get, I can't pronounce his name. Oh no, come on, you can do better than that. 1-0 to the, come on. Germany's a hard league to play in. I remember I did a Stuttgart save on 15 and on Football Manager 12 too, and Germany's a really, really hard league to go into. You know, the hardest league I've done is MLS. I think everybody has done an MLS save at one point and gone, "What the hell have I gotten myself into?" But yeah. Starting 3 Liga. That's Germany, right? Why would he go to Hull? Okay, I'm sorry. Look, right? Here we go. Right, this is what I'm going to ask you. Now, for those listening, I'm not talking to myself. I'm actually talking to my brother. He's playing Football Manager 2026 right now. Why would Wissam Ben Yedder, a guy who finished 7th in the league last season, jump to Hull? Hull last season finished 10th, we finished 7th. That is the epitome of a sideways move. Look, I understand that we're not the greatest team in the world, and we have some good players. But, you know, Ben Yedder... Oh, crap. That's right. I didn't put Gomez up for sale. Well, Gomez is going to learn how to be third-choice striker until he decides to throw a fit. His form last season went out the window in the last couple of months. Kenny Oberker gets the 19 jersey. Alright, so let's do half and half. Hennessy, Richards, Van Dijk, Fernandez, Dummett, Jack Cork, Jens Tuzer, this guy, Elvis Manu, Michu, Jefferson Montero, Jurgen Locadia. I got Fabianski, Norton, Obega, Otterber, Taylor, Shelby, Goodall, Dyer, Sigurdsson, Prib, Ben Yedder, Gomez. The length of time I chased Jurgen Locadia, he better be good. I mean, he scored 16 goals in 18 appearances. Now, true, it was the Eredivisie, but, you know, apply advice to the team. So this is just a preseason friendly. So we're going to tell them, preseason or not, we've got to win matches like this. We're going to start the game. Just to get some legs into everybody. Now Hennessy's going to be my cup goalkeeper. Michu is no Gylfi Sigurdsson in this game. You never know, he might come back into it. And I think at this point, Michu's hamstrings are made out of string cheese, right? And that's why I brought in Locadia. So we're not doing bad. Saved by Hennessy. Yeah, it looks 26. I've heard some good and bad things about 26. So it's kind of, you know, why I haven't gone out and tried to get it. I got 24 for free on Epic Games about a month before my old computer packed up. And I haven't really played it because I'm still playing Football Manager 20. See, I only play 15 when I'm bored, and I thought it'd be a good, you know, good one to do a series on. But yeah, Football Manager 20 is that's the year Steve Cooper blew all of our parachute money on Andre Ayew. You know, I mean, he had a good start. He had a good start with a couple of players. Ooh. And then decided to put everything on the let's pass it to Andre Ayew, an Andre Ayew only thing. And fed to his ego. Oh, off the post. Again, this is only a preseason friendly, so I'm not, you know, not really asked about the result. I might have to check it. I might check it out when it comes for free on Epic Games in a couple of months. No, not only did he not buy a striker, he sold one. Sold the only one we had. Even though, you know, the tent pole up front would have done better than Bojan. You know, he still was a striker. Because, like, you played that game in Football Manager 20 with Steve Cooper's side, and you've got Ryan Brewster as your starting striker. Then you got options of Aldo Kalulu, who's a winger, another winger in Andre Ayew, another winger in Wayne Routledge, and then you've got Liam Cullen, who is dreadful in that game. No disrespect to Cullen, you know, it just doesn't work out. Or Josh Thomas, who will score like 3 goals in 3 games and then go on a 20, you know, and he's 16. So that's a real hard one to play because you've got to rely on, and you've got no money either. There's absolutely no money in the kitty, so you're left with playing Ryan Brewster and hoping that he gets, you know, hits a purple patch or something. How I managed to get up is beyond me. And when I got up with that team, 6 players left on loan. So I had to get a goalkeeper. I also lost Mike Van der Horn. So I had to get a goalkeeper, 2 centre halves, 2 centre midfielders, a winger, and 2 strikers. Oh yeah, and your budget's £25 million. So I signed my latest game. I've got Lawrence Shankland from Dundee, and Ivan Toney from who was playing for Peterborough at the time. And no, Borgia wasn't it. You know, the fact that he copped a move to Villa is unbelievable. You know, so all right. So we got through the first friendly. Let's put Bo Vilters back in the under-21 squad and Marvin Emness down in the under-21 squad. Bafetemi Gomez. What am I going to do about Gomez? If Hull are really interested in Ben Yedder and they pay 20 million for him, which they won't. Okay. Alright. Speak to you later, brother. You take it easy, alright? Give my love to the family and everything. Alright, so we've got... Let's see what we've got left to do. 1, 2, 3... 4. We got 5 more friendlies to do. And I think we're going to call it right here, right? The reason we're going to call it right here is we had a long preseason, getting everything out the door. Right, we've got to finish preseason next video. It's been a tough one. Half our squad's been unsettled, and won't for no reason. So we're gonna call it good. Now, if I lose Nathan Dyer, I'm gonna put Ben Yedder on the wing, and that keeps Gomez in the squad. But I really don't want to keep Gomez, and I really don't want to keep Williams, and I really don't want to keep Michu. So, I don't know. So, let's save the game. One thing my brother noticed, too, is that I am getting sick. So, I'm going to call it good while I've still got some throat left. So, if you like what you see with us, we will be back next Sunday with another stream at 1 p.m. That'll be at another Football Manager, another Dead Streamer production. Another ES5 gamer will be back this winter with Pepper, the Illusion Assassin Thief Khajiit. Yes, I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. And if you like the 90s podcast, we've got a month and a little bit to go before we're back on that one, okay? So, that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Take it easy. We'll see you next time. Bye.